everybody. I hope you had a great day. And I hope your evening is off to a great start. Maybe everything's starting to wind down. Maybe you've had a chance to breathe and relax and focus on yourself. And maybe you've had a chance to just kind of process the events of the day, the events of this week, and just give yourself some space to finally unwind. So, however your day went today, let's just start fresh and new right here in this moment and give ourselves time and space to relax, ending our day on a positive note. I wanted to talk about change. So our evening thought tonight, our meditative thought, our evening reflection is I am ever changing. And I wanted to talk about this because I feel like sometimes we have this perception of ourselves that we're not allowed to change, or we're not allowed to grow, or we're not allowed to take risks. Sometimes we feel like in our professional life, well, I've been working so long in this field, or I've been working so long to get this job, it would be crazy for me to go do something different. But if that's where your heart is leading you, that's where your heart's leading you. And the same thing goes for our personal life as well. If there are areas of our personal life where we feel like maybe they're not as satisfying anymore, maybe the things we were doing, the thought patterns we had, the beliefs we held, maybe they worked for us earlier in our life, and maybe they're just not the right fit anymore, and that's okay. We're allowed to change, and we're allowed to grow, and it can be unsettling sometimes, the process of growth and change, but it's part of life. We're not meant to be stagnant. We're meant to continue to change, continue to learn, and continue to grow with every day. So, lots of people tonight. Hi, guys. So let's go ahead and get started. For those who are new, you can either take a seated position, any way you're comfortable, or you can go ahead and lay down if that's fine too. If you have the luxury of being able to kind of lay down in bed right now, that's a great way. Or maybe lay on the couch. Or you can just simply listen. And you can keep your eyes closed the whole time, or you can have your eyes open, whatever feels best. So let's get started. Comfortable seated position, or whatever feels great for you. And the very first thing we do is settle in with our breath. So I'm going to close my eyes, and I'm going to just check in with my breath for a moment. I'm going to see what my breath is telling me. Do I feel stressed or tense? Do I feel relaxed and at ease? Are there any thoughts of worry or anxiety, uncertainty? Or have I kind of just resigned to the way things are right now? And as we gently allow the cycle of breath to flow through our body, let's see if we can maybe deepen our control of the breath tonight. Let's see if we can sit a bit taller, allowing our spine to lengthen, creating space in the body. See if we can widen across our collarbones, allowing the chest to expand. See if we can feel the gentle rise and fall of the ribcage with the breath, filling our body with peaceful, positive intentions, and releasing our mind and body of anything heavy. You might even want to put a count to the breath, inhaling to a count of 3 or 4, and exhaling to that same count. And as you begin to take gentle control of the breath tonight, feel the mind and body begin to relax. See if you can clear the mind of thought, set aside any emotions. See if you can feel the heaviness and the weight of the day relax off the body with each cycle of breath. Give yourself this time to just be. And we'll take 3 more breaths together. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. And once more together. Inhale. And exhale. And let's go ahead and take our hands to our heart, connecting with our heartbeat. You can either keep the hands right at heart center, maybe even fold them over, whatever feels best for you. And just settle in one more time with one big, deep breath. Inhale. keeping the eyes closed or going ahead and opening them, maybe even just casting the gaze downward. And again, we'll focus on our positive thought this evening, and that thought is, I am ever changing. Let's go ahead and repeat that together once more. I am ever changing. And as we guide ourselves through this thought tonight, let us think, when did I decide that I would stop growing? When did I assume that my growing would be done? I am not bound to old ways of thinking. I am not held captive by old habits. I am on a continuous journey of learning and growth. Every morning there is a sunrise, and every evening there is a sunset. Even so, they are ever changing. I am the same way. I am true to myself, and some parts of me will remain constant. But I am an ever-changing masterpiece. I am free to refocus my efforts and pivot my path as often as I please. There is no limit to how many times I can reinvent certain parts of who I am. There is no limit to my awakenings. The more I experience, the more I am inspired. And the more I am inspired, the more I desire to change. Change occurs through the catalyst of growth. My mind, my spirit, and my soul do not have a peak point. There is no date of maturity or marker of completion for their growth. As my worldview expands and as my mind becomes more open, I realize just how far I have come, but also how far I have left to go. I know that life is an endless journey of wonder and discovery. I embrace new ways of expressing myself. I am allowed to change my goals, my path, my career, my appearance, and my thought patterns. The old versions of myself have paved the way for newer, wiser, more experienced versions of me. I honor and respect each stage and phase I go through, for I am ever changing. Let's go ahead and take our hands back to our heart. Connect once more with that heartbeat. See if we can sit with that thought for a moment. I am ever changing. And I'm sure if we sit with that thought long enough, we can identify stages and phases of our life where we began to change, where we experienced great growth. And I'm sure if we sit with that thought even longer, we can identify areas that we would still like to change and grow in. Let us continue to embrace change and growth anytime we can. And let us always honor and respect each stage and phase of life. And know that we are never stuck. Let's take in one more deep breath together. Inhale. Exhale. And taking our hands back down, let's say once more tonight, I am ever changing. Thank you all for checking in. I hope you enjoyed the meditation, and I'm wishing you all a beautiful night. Love you all.